morning, good afternoon, good evening, viewers. This is Maggie M from The Wedge. Today we launch Patio Talks and Pineapples, featuring the spokesperson for what is likely Canada's most booming town, certainly in Ontario. We have today the spokesperson for Smith Falls, Mayor Shawn Pankow. Help me welcome him.
You got a knife? Cut that up.
Good morning, Shawn.
Good morning, Maggie.
How are you today?
Good, a little warm, but I mean, it's a beautiful time of the year.
Yeah, somebody decided to turn the oven to broil today. So I've already had a wardrobe change, people. I want to introduce you to Patio Talks and Pineapples and gift you this pineapple.
That's awesome.
Thank you. To welcome you.
Well, I will enjoy that with my family. I had some pineapple yesterday. I'll have some more pineapple tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's pineapples are so healthy. Yeah, we should put it here, like the moniker for our show.
Okay,
there you go.
There. Okay.
It is now Mayor Pankow's pineapple.
Okay.
Now I can't see you anymore.
I'm tall enough I can see over top of the pineapple, but
what was that?
I'm tall enough I can see over top of it, but
I can't.
Yeah, okay, that's fine then.
Oh dear. So here we are. We're sitting on the edge of the Rideau, and the boats are going by. And thank God we have a little bit of wind, don't we?
The breeze is nice. Oh.
Yeah. But you're getting a suntan on your back.
I'm okay.
You're okay.
Yeah. Oh, there. The breeze is really good now. Yes.
Whoosh. So we're, one of the principal reasons we're together, not only that you make a great guest, is that we're really proud. You're my mayor as well. And we're really proud of what's going on in Smith Falls. And I won't even say anything. I don't want to take your stage away from you. You go ahead and say what is really going on in this town now, in people's minds, in people's hearts, and then maybe take it to what we're seeing, what we're hearing right now, because we can't escape it. This is our second show, people. We can't escape the noise because there's so much development going on.
It's an extremely exciting time for our community, and anybody from out of town coming through is sort of like wowed by all the changes since the last time they've been here. And people in our community are very excited as well about the future. I think we've got our swagger back. I think there's a new sense of optimism and pride.
What's swagger?
Well, I think just that you can walk down the street a little bit more confident, knowing that the future looks a lot brighter than the recent past.
All right.
And so, I mean, you look at, I had a conversation with OnTrack a few weeks ago, an employment service, and I mean, they're having trouble finding people to fill jobs. There's more jobs right now. Oh, sorry, rephrase that. There are jobs they can't, more jobs than there are people available to fill them in many cases. So there's some challenges that way.
Wow. You mean I won't get an assistant for these photo shoots?
You may have a hard time. Yeah, unless you do it at odd hours where people can fill in the blanks.
What if I say no qualification required, just hold it?
Even then, they're still having a hard time. So it's encouraging. What it's showing, of course, is that I mean, Tweed is soaking up a lot of the labor market. I know a lot of people that have been hired there recently. Many who haven't been working for a period of time. Some former Hershey employees who are working there. I've got some extended family who are working there, so it's really encouraging to see that type of change, and we look at the overall development of that campus. And if you haven't been there recently, take a drive by on Queen Street or go around Hershey Drive, and you'll be astounded at the level of change and the level of construction, and as they're bursting past their boundaries, and the level of construction is something we've never seen before. So the volume of construction, the building permit fees in our community are unprecedented levels, and that's all contributing to our local economy in a real big way.
Wow. Yeah, I do go there quite a bit, and I see the frames going up and then the walls, and it's very big. How many square feet did you say?
Well, I mean, when Tweed first came to town, they told us, if things go really well, we should occupy 150,000 square feet of space and maybe hire 100 people. And we were like, wow, that'd be great. I mean, we'd be really excited to have a portion of the Hershey plant filled with medical cannabis. And now, I mean, I think they're beyond that first 150. I think they're well into the way to 200,000. But the rest of the area is under full redevelopment. So Hershey plant itself, the former Hershey plant, is about 450,000 square feet. Of course, they have moved across the street. They bought the Grenville Castings building, which had been vacant for probably 15 years, and that is totally revitalized and will be their distribution center, and I think that's going to be opening the next week or two. They recently purchased a Shore Packaging building as on the corner. That's going through redevelopment, or will be shortly. And then the overall Tweed campus, they've got major additions going on to it. So if you look at the volume of construction so far in 2018, is more than 3 times the level of construction we experienced in our community last year.
I know.
And last year was on average was more than the previous 4 years combined. So it bodes well for the future when you think of construction translates into improved assessment, increased assessment, which does increase to more does add to more tax dollars for future use.
Yeah, so it really is true when we say boomtown. It's true, and people are using the word gold rush a lot. It's a good place to come right now. I would say that a lot of
sorry, my apologies. I forgot to turn my phone.
I didn't hear it.
Little bing there, anyway.
Little bing.
That's okay.
See, but it's authentic. It's wonderful. And you hear the beep beep of the construction again. What was I just saying? I lost my train of thought.
Well, the gold rush of boomtown.
Yes.
So you think we went through a real tough time. I mean, obviously, when the community loses one, you lose 2,000 jobs in a fairly short period of time, over a number of years, with Shore Packaging being sort of that final nail in the coffin, if you want to so to speak, in early 2015. And it's not just a loss of jobs, it's a loss of assessment. So our industrial assessment took a real beating. We went from having a strong industrial assessment in the community down to about 10 million of overall total industrial assessment. So that really impacted our tax rolls, our tax revenue, which meant bigger burden on the other taxpayers. So now we're starting to go through the reversal of that. You look at people who lost jobs. We had homes in the market for a long period of time. People were selling homes because they had to sell homes.
Right.
They couldn't afford to stay in them anymore.
Right.
Prices were very soft. Inventory was high. Now we're completely the opposite. Now we're seeing realtors scrambling for listings, homes going in the market for a very short period of time, multiple offers coming in within a matter of a few days, and homes selling very rapidly. So for people who are at the point where they want to sell their home, it's definitely a seller's market right now. And we have builders who are recognizing shortages in housing and recognizing that alternative forms of housing are needed. So we have a lot of homes in our community, which I don't think it's not leaving us yet, but a lot of homes in our community where maybe the retirees who spent decades in that home, they want to move into an apartment or want to downsize. Not a lot of options today because all those places are filled.
Yeah.
So in the very near future, we're going to have Parkview Homes venturing out and doing 25 new townhomes.
Yeah.
Smear and Sons Construction is bought 2 properties to put apartment complexes in. Mm-hmm. We see the Reed Hotel being redeveloped. We've got other properties in our town being redeveloped. So a lot more. So in addition to the overall inventory, which is construction.
Did you say the other day that there were 150 to 200 million dollars in 2018 going into
so far
construction?
So far, we're over 100 million in construction volume in the building permits received, and we know that Tweed's working on another one, which should be in Shirley to probably another 40 million, and I mean that's not counting. The Reed Hotel permit had not quite been issued; should be any day now.
Right. It hasn't come in yet.
The 25 townhomes that Parkview is doing, the Samira developments none of that stuff has even hit yet. So that's going to add to the total. So by the end of the year, who knows where we'll be.
Yeah. It's quite amazing, and the few leading developers that are here, they're sitting pretty. I know other people are trying to get in and saying, "What's available?" and they're looking to buy and develop, but there's barely a square inch left. Like there is barely a job.
Well, and there's developers from outside knocking on the door saying we're interested in building in your town, and some of that stuff may come together over time as well. But you're right. I mean, parcels of land that were previously unoccupied are being purchased and will be developed. Buildings which had been really derelict.
Maybe we need to annex some more space.
We won't get into that conversation. People in our neighboring townships may not be too happy about about that. But no, but that, I mean, that's the reality of an expanding community. The day could come possibly when we have to look beyond our boundaries and say, you know what, we need to acquire more land for industrial, commercial, or residential development.
Are we going to have suburbs?
Well, you look at Parkview Homes, certainly, I mean, the Bellamy Farm subdivision, which is being attached to Four Meadows, and the 25 townhomes and the apartment complex that Samir's doing in there. That's really starting a little bit of suburbans for all.